Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We are very pleased to be able to welcome those of you that have been here with us for a long time now, as well as those who are new to the community. Today marks the first ever GTA Mzansi Press Conference, and we are very proud to be able to host it here today at this wonderful place with all of you. Now, without further ado, allow me to introduce to you the leader of this project and the president of the Limitless Corporation, Mr. LGSA.
Thank you. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who have been with me from the very start of this journey and supported me through the highs and the lows. I really couldn't have done it without you guys. So, in today's meeting, I would like all of the questions to revolve around the coming DLC update, as well as the exception of a few questions regarding the brand in general. So a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Now, let's get this press conference underway then.
The very first question will come from Prince B.
Morning, Mr. President. I would like to ask, will the missions be playable as well as the audios? Will they be playable in the missions? Because in the previous version, the missions weren't playable, they weren't functioning well, and the audios weren't playable in the missions. You could not hear the audios that the characters are saying in each mission. So I would like to ask, in this upcoming version, will there be audio that will be playable in the missions, and will the missions function well?
Okay, regarding the question, will there be playable audio during the missions? The fact that there wasn't audio was deliberately done by me in order to reduce the overall download size of the game. I had to take it out. And also taking into consideration those whose phones aren't really capable, having the game size smaller makes the game run much smoother. But for those of you whose phones are capable, there will be a separate audio file which will be available for you to download. Now, regarding the question, will the missions be playable? Now, that wasn't intentional at all. Now, a huge part of why GTA Mzansi is so special is because of how the game world has been radically changed. And in order to achieve that, you need to have the Clio library installed. Now, the thing about Clio is, once you install Clio, because of the way the original game was protected, some features are disabled. You can see that when it comes to the mission as well. When you play the normal GTA SA without Clio, all missions run smoothly. But as soon as you put in a few cheat codes or the Clio library, then some missions do not play as at all. So unfortunately, that will not be possible. You might as well just enjoy the missions that are available.
And I would also like to ask, what software do you use to mod games, like your games? What software do you use to mod the games? Because your mods are really interesting, but we would also like to know, like, which software do you use to mod your games?
Zmodeler, Sam Editor, SA File Editor, Map Editor, IMG Tool, TXD Tool, GIMP, Pixel Lab. Yeah, that's pretty much most of it, but I will be making tutorial videos soon, so stick around for that.
Next question, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. I would like to ask if we can expect a new challenge in this coming update.
Okay, one thing you need to understand about this update that's coming tomorrow is it was an unplanned update. It wasn't in my plans at all. It was just something that was done out of the fly because I realized that, you know, since it's school holidays now, I might as well just put something out to keep you guys busy in the meantime. So yeah, it's not a full-scale update. The next really, legitimate update is going to be coming December. So You can expect all sorts of things there, like challenges, new vehicles, and all the new features you guys asked for. This update is basically just a continuation of version 5.0. It even has the same name, the Legacy Edition, so don't expect much changes. And yeah, it's basically just the new things that I've been working on that I will add. Not all of them, just some of them. And when it comes to the challenges, like I said, there wasn't really much time, so I might or I might not add. You'll have to download and see for yourself.
Okay, I understand. I would like to ask, do you need coding to mod games?
Coding. Well, it depends on what you want to do. The reason why I love the GTA SA Android community so much is because there's so many opportunities for young and upcoming modders to, find a place and make a name for themselves. So some of the mods that they do is, basically just changing textures or adding map objects. So when it comes to small mods like that, you don't need, to know any coding at all. But if you really want to make a name for yourself, if you want to say, for example, change the limits of the game like Fastman, or make Clio mods, then yeah, you will need to know some basic coding knowledge. But yeah, like I said, it all depends on you and what you want to do, whether or not you'll need to know coding.
One last question. Do we need to pay to download the next update?
Pay to download. Well, GTA Mzansi is a very special and exclusive game, and it really took me months to, get the foundations of what is this mod pack. So charging you guys, I have thought about it, but then again, I'm looking at it your point of view. There really isn't anybody out there else that's doing what I'm doing, and having to sell out and charging you guys, that just wouldn't be nice. I'm trying to build a community, I'm trying to build a family. So when it starts to be a case of charging you guys, then it turns into a business. So I don't really want to charge you guys. But if you guys do admire what I'm doing and you would like to support me, then if you look at the bottom, you'll see a join icon on the channel. You tap that icon, you enter your banking details, and yeah, you become a monthly channel member. And not only do you support me, but you'll also get access to exclusive perks available only for channel members.
The final question will come from Johnny.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. I would like to ask, is there going to be a light version? Because some of us don't have good phones.
A light version. Like I said in the previous question, this isn't a full-on mod pack. So I won't be releasing one pro version and a light version as well. It will just be one version for most phones and another for Huawei. So yeah, but Legacy isn't really a huge mod pack. And like I said, I won't be adding everything, just the fundamentals, So yeah, it isn't really planned to make your game crash on your small phones. It will be optimized for all devices. So yeah, it will only be two versions, one for most phones and another for Huawei.
That will be it. Thank you to all of you for your participation.
Yeah, thank you really to each and every one of you for your participation. I'm sorry that I couldn't answer all of your questions. There really isn't that much time. But hopefully this will be the first of many press conference, and I hope that I've given you at least some insight into what most of you wanted to know. But yeah, that will be it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the official release of version 6.0.0. Thank you.